Okay, kids, once you are finished adding your analogous colors to your template, it's time to actually build your diamond. So the first thing you are going to do, get yourself scissors from the front of the room and cut this out. So hit the pause button, take care of that. Okay, so I have cut my template out. Our next step is to use those lines that we scored at the very beginning of this little project with the red pen. Okay, if you did this right, this thing should be super easy to fold. So we're just going to keep folding this. And what I like to do when I fold these is I will fold, and then I'll fold back the other way, and then I'll fold again. And that trains it to do what you want it to do. Okay? So you are going to fold all these lines like so. Including the tabs, until you've gotten every single line that you scored. So go ahead and hit the pause button and take care of that. Okay, so I have cut and folded my piece. I missed one fold right there, sorry. And if you take your hands and start manipulating this, it's almost going to want to go together on its own, which is kind of cool. So you're going to keep working your folds. And eventually, voila, you can see that it's ready to go. So what you do from there is you can start to glue it together. So you're going to take your white glue, and you only want to use a little bit of this, because if you use too much, it's going to be very annoying because it won't dry fast enough and it'll keep popping apart. So what I do is put like 2 dots on here and then use the tip to spread it out into a very thin glaze, like so. And I know it's hard to see. And then when I put these pieces together, I'm going to get my fingers in there and kind of hold it for a good 10 seconds or so to get the glue to set. Okay, and you'll know if your glue's set because when you let go, if it pops apart, well, then you need to hold it longer. So it looks like that piece is pretty good to go. Alright, it's staying together pretty good. So I can move on to my next spot. So I can see that I'll probably want to do this one and this one together, because it's going to be tough to get glue in here once it's starting to become a 3-dimensional form. So glaze of glue here. And if you want to, you can do this one as well, or you can do them all one at a time and see if you can get your fingers in there. Okay, so right now, to get this thing set the way it should be, I'm actually holding 2 parts of this right now, which might be a little difficult. So again, if you want to do them one at a time, go ahead. So then I'm going to hold this for a little while until it sets. Then I'm going to glue the top on. And again, if you use too much glue, all of this is not going to set and it's going to pop apart and it's going to be a mess. Okay, now once you have this completely glued, if you would like to get a Sharpie from the front of the room and touch up any edges that are appearing, like this, okay, you can do that. So once your form is completely glued and it's staying together, okay, you're going to want to pick one of these corners, the Doesn't matter which one, you choose. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to actually just cut the corner off. You can see I did that right there. Okay. And then you should have one of these. I'm going to pass them out. You're going to get your name on this, pressing pretty hard with your pencil. Turn it over. You're going to go to the back of the room where we'll have the hot glue gun set up, and either myself or Mr. Jackson will put hot glue on the corner that you cut off. And we're going to place it in the middle of your little card that I gave you, and then you're going to hold it for a little bit until it sets, and you're done.